Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity lacrosse. As tonight, under the lights, it is the 3-1 Hopkinton Hillers taking on 3-0 Dover-Sherborn. It should be a great matchup here tonight. Last year in this rivalry, it was split up between the two games. In the game here at Hopkinton High School on April 5th, Dover-Sherborn took an 11-9 win, and then the Hillers got some nice revenge on May 1st over at Dover-Sherborn as they took the victory 12-10, and they are set to meet up this season. A lot of familiar faces returning to both sides, and some great talent as well. And of course, Dover-Sherborn, one of the premier lacrosse programs there is in the area. Always a tough matchup. And of course, the Hillers, you could put them right there as one of the premier programs as well. So this should be a good one tonight. An experienced Hiller team, slightly younger Dover-Sherborn, yet very talented team. And the Hillers looking to continue their success as they are on a 2-game winning streak, 3-1 on the season. Dover-Sherborn 3-0, and this matchup has the makings of a classic. If it's anything like the two meetings that these two teams had last year, it should be a fun night here tonight. Hillers in the white, Dover-Sherborn in the blue, and we are just about ready to get things started. Hillers will be working right to left across your screen, and we are underway here at the turf fields. And nothing beats a nice night like tonight as Caden Rosendale gets it over. And a good night for this matchup too. But Dover-Sherborn, they have been a force here in these early games of the season. They have outscored their opponents 49-6. They have 3 very impressive wins, taking down Medway, Ashland, and Holliston. So certainly some offense in the house tonight going up against the Hillers. But the Hillers looking to strike here out in front. Casey Owens thought about it, but was diverted. With it now taking it behind the net, Kendall Tom. And we'll tell you a little bit more about the Hiller season so far. It's been a great first quarter of the season. Avery Quebec looking to rush in. Now with it bringing it around, Taylor Interante. A good possession here for the Hillers. They're not rushing their shots. They're waiting for the right moment. They do not want to make any turnovers easy for this potent Dover-Sherborn team. Rushing in, looking for the shot. It's Avery Quebec. She's boxed out. Yeah, you saw the defender all over there. Hillers working it around. Out in front, a shot and a score! And the patience pays off for the Hillers. Taylor Interante strikes. At 10:15 left to go in the first quarter. And that is a good way to start. A big score for the Hillers. And you get things going on the right path. Windy day here today, as you could probably hear in my microphone. So wind will have a bit of an impact out there today. As Hillers win the possession, a big face-off win. You get that ball right back. Dover-Sherborn, they play an uptight defense. They're not going to make anything easy. They're not going to give you a lot of space. Loose ball picked up. Oh, it's loose again. Out of the net of Interante it goes. A battle for it. And a nice scoop by Abby Burke. There's Quebec looking to get it out in front as we get a whistle. It's going to stay with the Hillers. So the Hillers so far, they started off with a nice 15-7 win against Ashland, and then a tough 6-15 loss over in Westwood, but a couple big wins after that, as there is a save. Dover-Sherborn working up the field. After the loss against Westwood, they took down Weston and Medway, and that Weston game, that was a classic. What a game that was. Good back and forth battle, and the Hillers were able to squeak it out. 12-11 was the final in that one. And that was a game that we had for you on HCAM, and we were certainly happy to be there. That was a classic. Dover-Sherborn looking to strike. Got Dylan Norrid in net for the Hillers. Isabella Morrill for Dover-Sherborn. Stays with the Blue Raiders. Looking to strike, knocked out, and it's scooped up by Norrid. Nicely done there by the Hiller defense in front, covering up that gap and allowing Norrid to get in there and take it away. And here comes the Hillers now. Along the near side, Kendall Tom gets it behind the net. Yeah, this Dover-Sherborn team, they're a team that they've gone the distance in the state tournament recently and always seem to be a force to be reckoned with in the TVL. There's a shot, and how about another score for the Hillers? Taylor Interante striking again. And that score comes at 7:42 left to go. Just a tremendous strike there, and Taylor Interante, the hot hand, get the ball to her. She was just waiting for that and able to put it in. Actually, there's a correction. That was Casey Owens on that last score. So that was 22, not 23. So that was Casey Owens. Apologies. But in any case, the Hillers will take it. They lead it 2-0. So you got a Taylor Interante goal at 10:15, and then a nice Casey Owens goal at 7:42. Here we go. Dover-Sherborn with possession as that sun glares down on us. Tom Nappy happy to be with you on the call. To Isan Taki on camera. And the Hillers get the turnover, scooped up by Quebec. Along the far side, it's going to go back to Dover-Sherborn. Side out there, breaking it in, Waverly Spalding. Looking to close in. Closing in, a shot, and there's a Dover-Sherborn response. And that was number 9, Barrett Sachs with the score. So Barrett Saxey, the sophomore, at 6:56. Left to go. It's a 2-1 game. Back and forth we go here. Dover-Sherborn wins the possession as it was scooped up by Sophia Motley. Blue Raiders looking for the game-tying score. Yeah, I got a feeling this is going to be a high-scoring affair tonight. Both of these teams, potent offenses. And it's really, I think it's going to be very back and forth all night long. Closing in, and off the post goes Emma Claire Lexau. And the Hillers have it, scooped up by Della Chapa. Unleashing it is Norrid up the far side. And here come the Hillers. I want to say that is Abby Burke. It is indeed. Gets it back over to Quebec, and that went off the crossbar. Another close shot. That's denied. Nora Olson able to scoop it up for the Blue Raiders. They work it up the far side. Corralled in by Motley. Dover DS looking to close in. Right into the attack zone they go. Behind the net, that is Anna Schneider. Just under 5.5 minutes left to go in what has been a very exciting first quarter. We've seen 3 goals, a shot off a post, and a shot off the crossbar. Out in front, a great feed and a score. Anna Schneider hits Barrett. Saxey coming down the middle, and she'll put it in at 5:11 left to go. So we are knotted up at 2 apiece. Both matchups last year, very back and forth battles, and this one should be no different. Hillers have it, scooped up by Burke. Good win on the face-off there. Along the near side, pass up by McCann. Hillers looking to get into that attack zone. They're not going to waste any time. Oh, the intended pass from Rosendale to Quebec got away. Dover-Sherborn gets it back. Yeah, passing is going to be key in this game. You got to be accurate with those passes, but the Hillers going to get the turnover as they are able to grab it on the near side, courtesy of Taylor Interate. Out in front, Avery Quebec, and just kind of came out of the net of Hartnett. The Hillers get it back. Feed over to Interate. Looking to close in around the defender. A nice feed to Quebec, but we get a whistle. But I believe it'll stay in Hiller possession. That was a good plan there by Interate and Quebec. A perfect pass. And Quebec more than likely would have had that score if we didn't get that whistle. But we'll have a free start here. Here's Quebec, fires it, and it's in. Hillers back on top. That score comes at 3:37 left to go in the first quarter. Big face-off here. It's knocked down. It'll stay with DS. Behind the net they go. Looking to bring it out. Looking for the shot. Takes it. It's just over. That attempt by Emma Claire Lexau. The Raiders able to get to the back line to keep possession. Looking to close in. With it is Sophia Motley. Round the horn they go. Approaching 2.5 minutes left. Oh, that pass by Liz Williams bobbled. It was a good feed of Liz Williams, a little high. She tried to pull it down, and it ended up going off her stick, but DS gets another turnover here. Waverly Spalding gets it over, looking for the pass. Over to Olsen. Yeah, the Blue Raiders not afraid to pass aggressively out in front and try to attack. Looking to approach. Around the defender, shot just wide by Barrett. Hiller is looking to bring it in, swarmed by the defenders. You had two defenders at the back line, double team there, and it pays off. A score there. A big turnover for DS, and Liz Williams ties it up at 3 apiece. That score comes at 1:38 left to go in the quarter. Yeah, it was good defending along the back line by Dover-Sherborn. They caught the Hillers a little off guard there. Hillers only had one back, and Blue Raiders were able to get the double team going and able to get that turnover. Hillers working it around, pass over by Kendall Tom. Minute 15 and counting left to go in the first quarter. See who tries to attack here. Looking for a move, and looking to attack was Sia Benalla. And she's going to get a free start. Big opportunity here for Benalla. Gets it over to Quebec, and she fires it in. A great pass. And Avery Quebec bringing the heat. A 4-3 game. 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, there wasn't much of a chance to stop that shot. That was right on the money by Quebec, and the Hillers win the possession. Picked up by Abby Burke. Here she comes upfield with authority. Oh, she lost it. DS gets it. Picked up by Nora Olsen. And now bringing it up, that's Schneider. Back to Olsen. The Raiders going to work it around. 10 seconds left in the quarter, however. They're going to have to try a move here. Brings it around, fires it, it is in with 4 seconds left in the quarter. Emma Claire Lexau. Good response there by DS, and back and forth we go all quarter long. A 4-4 game. We'll see if anyone can get a buzzer beater off. Oh, that clock is still stopped. There we go. That'll do it. What a quarter it was. 4 goals apiece. And we got ourselves a battle here at the Hopkinton High School turf fields. 4-4 through 1 quarter of play. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Beaumaine Pizza Bar and Grill. For over 25 years, Beaumaine has been serving great quality food for the whole family, featuring hand-tossed pizzas, paninis, pasta dishes, and a variety of unique appetizers. Enjoy a casual dining room or relax at a comfortable bar with signature cocktails, fine wines, and 16 beers on tap. Beaumaine Pizza Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks, is something for everyone.
Welcome back. We are ready for the second quarter, a 4-4 game between the Hopkinton Hillers and Dover-Sherborn. And in this matchup, the way things are going so far in this season, I think it's safe to say you got a matchup of two teams that are likely to make the state tournament. Blue Raiders trying to win the possession, but knocked out of the grasp of Olsen. She is able to pick it up. We've switched ends. Dover-Sherborn with it, working right to left across your screen. On the near side is Spalding. We release Spalding, gets behind the net, sneaking out. Nice job by the defenders getting out in front to cut off the Anna Schneider. Schneider was trying to find a gap, but the Hiller defense clamped down nicely. Looking to close in now, Liz Williams gets it over. Knocked loose, and the Hillers get the turnover. Great job by the Hiller defense, causing some pandemonium in front, closing off that gap, forcing the turnover. Here comes Benalla, gets it over. Interante fires one, and quite a save there by the Dover-Sherborn goaltender, Isabella Morrill. Olsen gets it up the near side of Spalding. Blue Raiders working it around. Knocked loose out in front, and the Hillers get it back. Nicely done by Ellen Nye getting the turnover, but now it's knocked out of her grasp, and DS is going to get it back. Sophia Motley able to get it back for the Blue Raiders. Behind the net with it is Schneider. Schneider looking to bring it around. The defense clamps down, gets it out to Barrett Saxey. Behind the net, it's Emma Claire Luxau. Gets it out to Spalding. Luxau passes it over. Dover-Sherborn trying to rush in with the speed. That shot just off the mark by Liz Williams. And a play goes along the near side. It'll stay with DS. And a shot there and a score. Barrett Saxey, the sophomore, firing it in. And that's already her third score of the game. A battle for it. Dover-Sherborn has it. There's a pass. Well, that was a big momentum boost there for DS to win that possession. Winning possessions is going to be very important in this game. Looking to close in. A shot, and it's in. Over the goaltender goes Emma Claire Luxau. So DS now up by 2. 8:43 left to go in the second quarter. Hillers with possession. And they're going to get a free start here. Well, that was a much-needed possession win for the Hillers. Rushing in, firing it in. Caden Rosendale. Good response by the Hillers. Certainly don't want to get down too much in this matchup, and Rosendale keeping the Hillers right there. That score comes at 7:46. Left to go in the second quarter. Blue Raiders have it. Picked up by Liz Williams. Up the near side she goes. Gets it over to Nora Olson. Here's Williams. Blue Raiders gonna work it around. Sophia Motley with it. Motley closing in and fires it in. Quite a shot there by the freshman. We see the Blue Raiders being a little more patient with their shots, not trying to just rush in. They know the Hiller defense good at closing off the gap, and they take the outside shot there, and it pays off. A 7-5 Blue Raiders lead. And a big possession win once again for the Blue Raiders. Picked up by Nora Olson. Working it around the net. Pass over to Barrett Saxey. Taking it in. Looking to work around the defenders. The defenders keeping an extra eye on Barrett, who already has 3 scores today. She has quite a shot, only a sophomore for DS. Looking to bring it out. There's a shot and another score. Emma Claire Luke's out. Makes it 8-5 DS. The score comes at 6:16 left to go, and we got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. It is an 8-5 Dover-Sherborn lead. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Phipps Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated independent agency located in Hopkinton. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance has provided competitively priced, time-tested coverage tailored to individuals' needs. Specializing in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance, they are deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Whether you're new to the area or a lifelong resident, you'll benefit from the trusted advice of their professional service advisor.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Yep. We are ready to continue on. An 8-5 Dover-Sherborn lead. Off the timeout. 6:15 left to go. Battle for possession, and Dover-Sherborn with another possession win. Behind the net they go with it. Schneider gets it out to Barrett Saxey. Looking to close in. Barrett. Pass behind the net. With it is Schneider. Here's Spalding. And that shot just off the mark, but the Blue Raiders get to the back line. And Olsen. Just under 5 minutes left to go in this second quarter. Bringing it around, Olsen. Blue Raiders put it back behind the net, try to open up that offense in front. There's Schneider. Coming around with it. A shot, it's blocked. Loose ball, and it's going Hiller away. Great block in front by Ellen Nye, who got in there. A well-needed turnover for the Hillers. Abby Burke bringing it upfield. Behind the net, over to Kendall Tom. Coming around with it, Durante over to Quebec. Quebec gonna try to sneak through, back to Durante, a shot there and a score. That was a great feed by Quebec to Durante. And the Hillers within 2. And that's what's going to give the Hillers success against this very good Dover-Sherborn team. Crisp passing, just like that. Spot-on passing. And that allows Durante to grab another score. Blue Raiders quickly back in the attack zone. Blue Raiders a patient team when it comes to picking their shots. They wait for things to open up and then look to attack. Luxau gets it over, knocked loose. Battle for it. Getting in there was Santucci. And Santucci able to pick it up for the Hillers, and then some contact jarring the whistle. It'll stay with the Hillers. Oh, that pass intercepted. Out in front, a shot, and what a save! Dylan Norrin with an incredible save. That interception gave Waverly Spalding An opportunity right out in front, but just a tremendous save by Norrid. Here come the Hillers looking to attack. Kendall Tom with it. Gets it over to Durante. Back to Kendall Tom. Behind the net, Owens. There's Quebec. Fires it over to Interante, a shot and a score! Taylor Interante on fire today. You could put her in the hat trick category. Another great pass to Interante, and she's certainly the one you want to get the ball to, especially if she can find an opening in front of the net, and she is able to score for her third time tonight. Battle for possession. Who's going to get it? It's going to be DS, picked up by Waverly Spalding. Nora Olson with it, gets it over to Motley. Approaching a minute left to go in the second quarter. What a game it's been between these two teams. Barrett Saxey with it. Hits it behind the net. Pass out by Luke Zhao. It's going to be a free start. There's the pass, looking to get it out in front. Knocked loose, still loose. And L&I try to pick it up. Whistle drawn, and it belongs to the Hillers. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Oh, Blue Raiders going to get it back. That pass fell loose. Some contact there. That'll draw the stoppage. Schneider, quick pass. Looking to work through. Pass out in front. At the buzzer, they strike. Emma Claire Luxau with a tremendous pass to Liz Williams, who knocks down the buzzer beater. And that's big momentum for the Blue Raiders heading into the halftime break right at the buzzer. And it's a 9-7 game at the end of two quarters, but what a battle it's been between these two very good teams. At the halftime break, Dover-Sherborn 9, Hopkinton Hillers 7. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the second half. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Beaumain Pizza Bar and Grill. For over 25 years, Beaumain has been serving great quality food for the whole family, featuring hand-tossed pizzas, paninis, pasta dishes, and a variety of unique appetizers. Enjoy a casual dining room or relax at a comfortable bar with signature cocktails, fine wines, and 16 beers on tap. Beaumain Pizza Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks, is something for everyone.
It was a busy Monday in Hillertown Hiller baseball and softball took on Ashland. And this is going to be hit up the right side, and unable to make a play on it is the second baseman. Everybody's going to be safe, and a couple runs are in to score. Just like that, we're not at 2 apiece. And this is going to be hit right back up the middle. Throw over by the shortstop, and it gets away. And here comes another pair. So very costly error there. And 2 more runs are around to score. Line up and the pitch. Hit high in the air towards center field and caught. Runner from third is going to tag. He's around to score. And the runner from second moves up to third. It's a 1-run game. Matt Jolie getting it done. Sacrifice RBI fly out. It was a 4-3 Ashland lead heading into the top of the 5th. Line up and the pitch. And this is going to be a base hit into right field, as it's going to roll almost all the way to the fence. And 2 runs are in to score. And that is an RBI double for Chris Bradica, helping his own cause here. That's his second hit of the game, and the Clockers leading 6-3. Ashland plated 3 runs and took the 8-4 win. Hillers softball was in action at the same time. Hillers trailing 2-0 into the bottom of the 1st. Hillers played 4 runs and added more in every inning. Ends up taking the win with a walk-off in the bottom of the 6th as they went up by 12 and took the 14-2 win. Later on Monday, Hiller Boys Lacrosse hosted their home opener versus Westwood. Westwood's Morgan Donahue joined myself, Tom Nappy, for the call. And Spengler. Sesselman getting it out, a shot, wow. And that is in. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. A 9-7 Dover-Sherborn lead. Hillers working right to left for this 3rd quarter, and Dover-Sherborn starts off with possession. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on the call. Denise Antaki on camera. Dover-Sherborn got some good momentum just before the break. A Liz Williams score right at the buzzer. The Blue Raiders hoping to keep that momentum going, but of course the Hillers certainly have other ideas. Behind the net, looking to sneak out. Knocked loose, picked up by DS. Covered by Liz Williams. There's a pass by Olson. Oh, and that pass by Luke Sal intercepted. A little miscommunication there, and Quebec able to get out in front of it and take it away. Big, well-needed turnover for the Hillers. Here comes Hopkinton, looking to work their way into the attack zone. Yeah, it seems any mishap on a pass tonight, you're going to pay for it. Both teams with very strong defenses, and both with aggressive defenses that can get right in there very quickly. Kendall Tom out to Quebec. Gets it over. Interante trying to bring it around, boxed out. Back to Quebec. Quebec trying to slip by the defender, looking for a pass out in front. Loose ball picked up by the keeper. Collected by Isabella Morrill. And the Hillers get it back. Kaden Rosendale coming up with the takeaway. A shot by Benalla, and it's just a little high. There's the Blue Raiders who got to the back line. It'll be their ball. Ooh, knocked loose. Who's going to get it? Abby Burke in there. We get a whistle. Stays with the Hillers. Burke takes it right off the whistle. Looking to close in. I like what the Hillers are doing here, being aggressive, getting in there, not giving this Dover-Sherborn offense a lot of space. They know how good this DS team can shoot, and they need to get in there and try to force some takeaways. Quebec with it. Gets it behind the net. Bringing it out, and some collision there. Some big contact on as Kendall Tom brought it out. It's going to be Hiller ball off the whistle. And she will get a free start. Well, she took some contact, some hard contact there, but she is certainly happy to have this opportunity. Rushes in, and a save. A good save by Isabella Morrill. And poked out of bounds off the stick of McCann. Along the near side, loose ball, got away from the intended target, Schneider. She's able to scoop it up, however, as she was contested by LNI. Just under 8 minutes left to go in this third quarter. It was a 4-4 first quarter, and that same kind of momentum continued into the second quarter. 5-3 second quarter in favor of DS. Motley with it. Looking to get it through the defense. Knocked loose, but we get a whistle. Coming out of free position. Shot there, and it's in. It went, I believe, off part of Dylan Norrid's body and into the net. Sophia Motley has a score for DS. That score comes at 6:53 left to go in the third quarter. Big score there for Dover-Sherborn, but the Hillers get a nice possession win. Burke firing it up the middle, loose ball. Blue Raiders get it back. It's picked up by Waverly Spalding, and here they come. Gets it behind the net to Luke Zhao. Fires it out to Olson. Williams over to Spalding. Luke Zhao gets it over. The Raiders working it around, waiting for that opening. And now they're going to try to make a move here. Closing in, a shot off the mark is Liz Williams. And it's going to be Hiller ball. Big turnover there for the Hillers. If you're Hopkinton, you really want to try to get a score. Stay within 3, but it's going to be knocked loose and picked up by Caitlin Rogers and the Blue Raiders. That was either number 8, Caitlin Rogers, or it might have been Emma Claire Lexau. But in any case, a save by Norrid. Big save there. She's going to take her time deciding where to go with it. Along the far side. Here comes Quebec. Oh, that pass batted down. Loose ball. Burke claims it. Here's Kendall Tom. Tom gets it over to Quebec. Out in front. And as Rosendale went to turn and shoot, we get a whistle. She'll get to come out of free position here. Rushing in. And a defender getting a piece of her stick there. Oh, nice job defensively by the Blue Raiders. Able to get Rosendale's stick before she was able to fire off that shot. Hillers do keep possession. They got to that back line. And Durante looking to close in. Just under 4 minutes left in this third quarter. And the defense starting to come through a bit more here as we get later into the game. Avery Quebec will bring it out of free position. Rushing in, shot, and it's in! Avery Quebec getting the job done. Big score there for Quebec. That's her second goal of the game. Or make that actually third. So you can mark Avery Quebec down for a hat trick. That's a big score there. Keeps the Hillers right in this game. That's really the target. That's where you want to stay within that 2-3 score area. Blue Raiders looking to respond. We'll work it out in front. Looking to make a move here. Gets it over, sneaking in, and wow, that went off the post. Blue Raiders able to pick it up. Anna Schneider claims it. That was Emma Claire Luxau. Went off the post there. Went off of both posts, I believe. Went off of one, bounced off the other. Blue Raiders happy to at least keep possession there. There's been some incredible shots in this game. that have been very close, but not quite. And I mean so close that anything else would be a goal. It's going to be free position here for Barrett Saxe and the Blue Raiders. Rushing in and got it. Dover-Sherborn back up by 3. Well, this is a possession here the Hillers would really like to win. Score comes at 2:05 left in the third quarter. Loose ball. Who's going to claim it? It's going to go to the Hillers. Well needed possession here. Fires it out. Interante able to pick it up. Yeah, sometimes when the defense swarms, you just got to throw it out there and hope that your teammate can pick it up and maintain that possession. Rosendale. Look how tight the defenders are playing, not giving the Hillers any space at all to work with. And both teams kind of doing that to each other. When you got a potent offense like this, closing off the gaps is the most crucial thing. And knocked loose. Blue Raiders get it back. So the tight defense earns them a turnover there. And here they come up the near side. Schneider. Gets it out to Olsen. 24 seconds left in the quarter. Dover-Sherborn trying to draw something up here. They love another buzzer beater. Closing in. Shot and a save. Great save there. Hillers have it. Dylan Nord coming up big on that possession. And that is going to do it for the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, it is Dover-Sherborn 11, Hillers 8. Fourth quarter coming up in just a couple minutes. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Don't go anywhere. This is a good one.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Western Nurseries. Since 1923, Western Nurseries has been rooted in a passion for plants and community. The family business has grown from its beginnings in Weston to become a trusted name across Massachusetts. Western Nurseries offers one of the area's best selections of hardy landscape-sized plants, quality gardening and hardscape products, and expert advice you can trust. With locations throughout the region and over a century of experience, Western Nursery continues to help communities grow beautifully.
This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. Welcome back. We are ready for the fourth quarter. It has been a great back and forth battle between these two very impressive programs. A 2-1 third quarter in favor of DS. They lead at 11-8 as we start the fourth. Well, you saw the defense come into play a lot more in that third quarter. We have an injured Dover-Sherborn Blue Raider. That is Sophia Motley, who is down, and they're going to come out and check on her. And we'll step aside. You are tuned in to Hiller Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Ready to continue on. A slight injury stoppage there. Sophia Motley a little shook up. They're checking on her, but she was able to walk off under her own power, which is always a great sign. So hopefully she's okay. Blue Raiders looking to attack here. Varsity trying to get it in front of the net. It's knocked down. Hillers get it. Ellen Nye. Another great turnover for the Hillers. She is so crucial to have in that attack area, but this pass by Nye intercepted, and here comes the Blue Raiders. Nora Olsen able to pick it off. Over to Luke Zhao. Picked up, rushing in, shot, score. Emma Claire Luxau, the senior, at 10:52 makes it a 12-8 game. That's the biggest lead of the evening so far for the Blue Raiders. And a big score there. Set for the face-off. Here come the Blue Raiders. Looking to get some cushion here. Pass out in front, a big stretch and a nice reach by DS. I believe that was Barrett Saxey who was able to pull that pass down, and it was indeed. She really had a reach for that one. Here's Luke Zhao. Luxau gets it over to Olsen. Blue Raiders working it around. Just under 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Bringing it around. Shot. And that is in. Anna Schneider, the junior, strikes. That'll make it a 5-point game. And the Hillers, they need to win some possessions and get some quick scores to get back into this one. Yeah, the big change in the momentum of this game has been Dover-Sherborn winning a lot of those possessions off the face-off. In fact, the majority of them. And they're going to win this one here. That's one thing I'm sure the Hillers are going to be working on in practice, is winning those face-offs. they've certainly improved as the season has gone on at winning in the center circle, winning those possessions. But they'll have to do a bit more work on that. Great save there by Norrid. A shot by Luke Zhao and a tremendous save by Norrid. Some of these great saves by Dylan Norrid really keeping the Hillers in this game. Errant pass there. And it's picked up by the Blue Raiders, rushing in. And she'll hold on to it. Emma Claire Lexow able to get possession back for the Blue Raiders. That was really just an ill-advised pass, and I think she thought someone might have been to the side of her. But unfortunately, the only one in the area was the Blue Raider. It looked like she went to pull back the pass and it just kind of fell out of her net. Well, Dover-Sherborn in no rush here. They got a 5-score lead, so might as well do some clock burning. Behind the net, Lexow. She's directing traffic. Oh, we got a Hiller boys volleyball update. A great win by Hiller boys volleyball. They took the victory over a very good Norton team today, 3-1. We had that game live on HCAM as well. And how about that Hiller boys volleyball team? 5-0 on the season now. Coming out of free position here. Rushing in, a shot, and a good stop there. Pass over to Burke. Here comes the Hillers. Over to Interante. Gets it over, out in front, a shot and a well-needed score for the Hillers. Kendall Tom strikes. That was a big score there. Pretty much keeps the Hillers alive in this game. As Kendall Tom able to strike at 7:03 left to go. Off the face-off. Blue Raiders have it. Behind the net, Lexow. Out to Motley. Back to Lexow. Shot off the mark. Who's going to get there? It's going to be Hiller ball. Oh, well-needed turnover. Just under 6.5 minutes left. Oh, it's knocked loose. Still loose and picked up. Good scoop. That was Katie Della Chapa able to scoop it up for the Hillers. Burke over to Banala. Now Rosendale moves it up to Interante. Good feed there. Picked up by Tom. Kendall Tom gets it behind the net. Casey Owens. Back to Banala. Banala trying to force her way out in front. Moves it out to Quebec. And now Interante closing in and fires it in. Taylor Interante getting through the defenders. And a huge score there. And we'll get a Dover-Sherborn timeout. 5:36 left to go. 2 straight scores by the Hillers, and they're back in it. It is Dover-Sherborn 13, Hopkinton Hillers 10. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. The Dogs enjoying it.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Thirteen to 10 off the timeout. Hillers working their way back in. 2 straight scores by Hopkinton. And a crucial face-off opportunity coming up here. Well, good news. It's good to see Sophia Motley back out there. She got a little shook up, and she already has a brace around that left leg. They're looking at it, and she said she's fine and wants to get back out there. So that is good news to see that she is doing well and back on the field. Dover-Sherborn gets the turnover along the far side. Schneider with it. Gets it out to Barrett. Barrett-Saxe trying to work her way in. And we get a whistle. She's going to get to come out of free position. Well, there's a big moment here in this game, I'd say. Let's see if Norwood can come up with a big stop. Shot, and it's in. Barrett-Saxe, the sophomore, striking again. Coming out of free position. And it is a 14 to 10 DS lead at 4:46 left to go in the fourth quarter. And the Blue Raiders win possession, picked up by Nora Olson. Bringing it down, Luke Sau gets it behind the net. Schneider dishes it out to the far side. Rushing in. Shot and a score there. Sophia Motley bringing the heat. And the freshman, a little shooken up earlier, back out there. And she makes a big impact for DS with a score at 4:17 left to go. That'll make it, once again, a 5-score game. Now the Hillers, they really need to win this possession. Blue Raiders get it. That was scooped up by Liz Williams. Looking to bring it out. Fires it out to Olson. Well, Dover-Sherborn, they're not going to be in much of a rush here, I'd imagine. They're going to try to play some keep away for a bit. But if they see that gap, they'll certainly take it. But certainly the clock has got to be on your mind. She gets tripped up. Barrett-Saxe got tripped up, and the Hillers end up with the well-needed turnover. Here's Quebec. Gets it over to Benalla. Benalla, the feed to Interate. Closing in, shot, and a score! Taylor Interante with another one. She has certainly been the Hillers' go-to tonight. The score comes at 3:17 left to go. Exactly 1 minute following that last Blue Raiders score. Hillers aren't going to go down without a fight, I can tell you that much. Loose ball picked up by Motley. Bringing it out, Luke's out. Around the defender, Liz Williams, drawing the contact. And a free position, and a great save by Norrid. But Blue Raiders able to pick it up. It was picked back up by Schneider. Now they're certainly going to try to burn a little clock here. Approaching 2 minutes left to go. And that pass batted down. The Hillers have it. Collected by Abby Burke, and here she comes. Rushing up the near side. Looking for Casey Owens. Owens battling for it. It'll stay with the Hillers. Hillers going to need to strike quick here if they want any chance of climbing back into this game. And they're taking a lot of time. They got to be a little more authoritative, a little more daring here, I'd say. That pass knocked down. It's going to go Blue Raiders away. Just under a minute left to go. And barring a miracle, that is likely going to do it, as Dover-Sherborn going to try to keep possession here. But what a battle it was between these two teams. Loose ball, Interante has it. Oh, it fell out of her net. Diaz gets it back, picked up by Spalding. Under 30 seconds left. TVL Girls Lacrosse update. Medfield leading Holliston in girls action after 3 quarters, 14-5. Of course, Medfield Girls Lacrosse having another tremendous year. They won the D3 state championship last year. And a score here, icing on the cake for Dover-Sherborn. And that was Waverly Spalding. The score comes at 6 seconds left. It was a great effort by the Hillers tonight, competing with this just tremendous Dover-Sherborn girls lacrosse program. It was a great battle between these two teams, and I believe they meet again this season over in Dover-Sherborn, so that'll be a fun matchup. And that's going to do it. Buzzer sounds, and that will end this game. Your final, Dover-Sherborn 16, Hillers 11. Great effort by both sides. Great game out there today. But Dover-Sherborn able to do enough to grab the win here this evening. And Dover-Sherborn improves to 4-0 on the season. They stay undefeated. Hillers fall to 3-2, but a great effort. And the Hillers will certainly learn some good, valuable lessons from this game, and it'll certainly make them a better team going forward. But this Hiller team, very exciting, and they're going to be a lot of fun to watch all season long. But the final score here, Dover-Sherborn 16, Hillers 11. That is going to do it for our coverage here tonight. A big thank you to Denise Untaki for her award-winning camera work. And for everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Lacrosse on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we will talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.